In this video, we're going to talk about continuation patent applications. A continuation application is a second application for the same invention covered in an earlier application for a patent and filed before that prior original application either issues or is abandoned. In this way, an applicant can create a family of patent applications and patents. In fact, people commonly call the earlier application the parent application or patent, and the subsequent continuation applications children. And you can file more than one application, creating this family that seeks to protect a common invention in many different ways. There's a couple different types of continuation applications. An application that has the same exact specification and all of its claims are supported by the earlier original application is called a continuation. A divisional application is a continuation application that's filed when the examiner has looked at an original application and decided that there's more than one distinct invention being sought in that application. In that case, the examiner may enter what's called a restriction requirement and say, hey, you've got more than one invention you're trying to cover here. Pick one of those inventions for this application, and then you can pursue the other application in what's called a divisional application. There's also continuation in part applications. These are applications that are filed as continuations, but where there's new matter, there's new subject matter that's being covered in the specification. In most continuations, all the claims will benefit from the filing date of the parent application. In a continuation in part application, the claims that are only supported by the new subject matter only have the priority date of when that new subject matter was actually filed in the CIP, the continuation in part application. Continuations do not extend your patent term. The patent term is still 20 years from the earliest filing of a non-provisional application. So a child continuation patent application doesn't extend the patent term. It still is working within that 20-year term from the filing of the parent application. Now you may ask, why would someone pursue a continuation application? This obviously adds to the overall expense of patent protection for a single invention. Well, there's a couple different reasons. One, there could be a short-term strategic advantage. Let's say you're having trouble getting the examiner to issue the claims you want to get. Perhaps some of the claims have been allowed, but the others that you think may have commercial value are being rejected. Well, when you get a final rejection, you could allow a patent to issue the parent application with the claims that have been allowed, and then file a continuation application to continue to prosecute and seek the commercially valuable claims that to that point have been rejected by the examiner. Sometimes all the claims have been rejected, and you reach a final rejection, and a continuation is one way to keep those claims alive. Some applicants will purposely try to prolong application because maybe they're having trouble getting one examiner to issue their claims, and they think by filing a continuation application, it may increase the likelihood that they'll be assigned to a new examiner, which may view their invention more favorably. There could also be long-term strategic reasons for filing a continuation application. If you have continuation applications pending for the Patent and Trademark Office, people will say you have pendency. This means you still have the ability to write new claims. The claims have to be supported by your current specification, the written disclosure in your parent application, but you can tweak those claims by adding new elements or describing your invention in a new way. Often this can give an applicant a huge advantage because they can be watching their competitors and seeing the products and services that are coming to the market and making sure that they're refining their claims to cover the competitors' products or services. Or perhaps they're becoming aware of new prior art, and so they can narrow their claims to make it more likely that those claims will be held valid, even in view of new prior art in the space. So this is a general overview of continuation applications and why an applicant may want to pursue continuations.